Right now, we're seeing video from the night a missing Madison man found dead earlier this week was last seen alive.
Also, 3 seats on the Dane County Board of Supervisors suddenly open after 3 resignations this week. What you need to do if you're interested in one of those spots. It's all ahead on News 3 now at 6. We are getting new video in tonight showing the last moments Christopher Miller was seen alive. Miller was found dead in a vacant house near Beloit earlier this week, 9 months after he first went missing after running from a traffic stop just outside Janesville. That was back in November.
Now we're getting a closer look at what happened that night. News 3 Now's Braden Ross joins us here in the studio to take us through that footage. Braden?
Yeah, so here are the first moments of that dash cam video. It's a little after 2 in the morning. Miller is in this silver car here. He's heading northbound on I-90 near Janesville. This is when police first try to stop Miller for speeding. They say he was driving 24 miles an hour over the speed limit. You can see here the officer puts his lights on. Miller immediately speeds up. At this point, you can hear the officer say he's reaching around 127 miles an hour. Miller then decides to exit the interstate. Here you can see him coming off that exit. He crashes into a traffic light and knocks it over. His car takes significant damage. You could hear the officer say he thinks Miller has lost a tire on the front driver's side. Miller gets back on I-90, now going the other direction. You can see debris flying off his car. This chase goes on for another few minutes. Miller is still losing parts of the car. Later, it looks like a second tire pops. It's after that when Miller finally comes to a stop. The trooper orders him out to get out of the car. About 12 seconds later, he does get out and he runs off into the night. No one immediately follows him on foot. It's another 2.5 minutes before troopers approach the now unoccupied car, where they find a little over 2 ounces of marijuana, multiple empty liquor bottles, and Miller's phone. Now, I talked to Miller's family yesterday. They told me they believe authorities didn't do enough to find him both that night and in the 9 months that followed. You can head to channel3000.com to watch the full video for yourself. There's still plenty of unanswered questions in this case. We'll continue to bring you updates as we get them online and right here on News 3 Now.
Braden, thank you. A look right now at the Beltline through Madison as people make their way home to begin their weekends.
But if you were spending time outside this weekend, the summer heat is on the way. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti shares those details in the First Warn forecast.
Yeah, today was pretty comfortable. Temperatures were in the middle 70s, but tomorrow we'll ramp that up by about a 10-degree increase in temperatures and be up around 90 by Sunday. Good news is the air quality advisory will be allowed to be canceled at 11 p.m. tonight. That's for the entire state of Wisconsin for wildfire smoke. Winds will become a little more southerly overnight and into tomorrow, and that should start to keep the wildfire smoke farther to the north and away from most of the state of Wisconsin. Visible cloud track shows some clouds popping up across southern Wisconsin, but we still have hazy wildfire smoke overhead. Low temperatures this morning, a little chilly. 41 in Camp Douglas, 51 here in Madison. High temperatures, though, mainly in the middle 70s. Pretty comfortable. 75 Madison, 77 in Janesville. And right now, temperatures are in the lower to middle 70s, including 76 in Lone Rock. Here in Dane County, 75 in Mount Horeb, and 74 the current temperature in Deerfield. Look for skies to become mostly clear this evening. Temperatures dropping off into the upper 60s by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at not 1, but 2 rounds of heat that we'll have to face over the next week.
Gary, thank you. The Dane County Sheriff's Office is searching for a man who they say was declared AWOL from the jail diversion program. Officials say 43-year-old Robert Kubley of Madison did not show up for a meeting with jail diversion staff yesterday morning. Deputies then received an alert that he had cut off his GPS monitoring bracelet. Sheriff's officials say Kubley was serving a sentence for retail theft and narcotics charges, and a warrant has since been issued for his arrest. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is urged to contact the Dane County Communications Center. That number there at the bottom of your screen, area code 608-255-2345. Drive sober or get pulled over. That's the reminder from the State Patrol as today marks the first day of its annual campaign focused on preventing drunk driving. Now through Labor Day, state troopers across Wisconsin will work together to remove impaired drivers and ensure safety on our roads. Last year, Wisconsin saw about 8,000 drug and alcohol-related crashes and more than 200 deaths. Troopers are reminding people to have a designated driver and to also report any suspicious driving behavior.
All Fenimore High School athletics teams are under a 1-year probation by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association. Current Fenimore wrestling student athletes appeared on a poster advertising a summer camp put on by the Fenimore Wrestling Association. The Fenimore Wrestling Association is not associated with the school. So by appearing in the poster, the students violated the WIAA's rules on student athletes providing endorsements or appearing in advertisement for profit-making events, items, plans, or services. All Fenimore students are still eligible to compete in WIAA events, but the probation can be extended if more violations occur. A trio of county supervisors stepped down today.
And that leaves openings on the county board in Middleton, Verona, also in the campus area. Political reporter Will Keneally has more on what it means for the future of the board. Will?
Well, two of the supervisors aren't going far as they were elected to the state assembly last fall. But for one former supervisor whose family is expecting another child soon, the reasons for him to step down are also meaningful for his public office.
My wife and I are excited to be having a little baby girl soon, so I thought that this was probably a good time for me to step back from at least one of my positions. So that's something that really influences my policy-making decisions, is how we're supporting our young parents, how we're making sure that families can come to Wisconsin and have the opportunity to stay here.
Now, the county board vacancies will be filled by appointment, with public hearings held the first week of September. And if you're interested in filling one of those seats, we have all the details up right now online at channel3000.com.
In Marquette County, sheriff's deputies arrested a man over the weekend who they said shot someone with a pellet gun while impersonating a police officer. This happened Sunday at Lions Park in the village of Endeavor. An injured person told deputies that a man later identified as 52-year-old Eric Hawkinson had said he was a cop and shot from a pellet gun out of his vehicle while driving away. Witnesses at the park were able to identify Hawkinson as the suspect, and he was arrested at his home. Police in Milwaukee say a 29-year-old man was shot dead by a convenience store security guard for allegedly trying to shoplift a snack cake. He's been identified as Isaiah Allen. The shooting took place early Wednesday morning at a Clark gas station on the city's north side. Allen's mother says his death allegedly happened over a $1.50 snack.
I don't condone nothing he did. Stealing it's not an okay thing. But I don't believe nothing in this store is worth nobody's life.
Right now, the store is closed as the investigation continues. Police did arrest a 56-year-old suspect earlier this evening in connection to that shooting.
Authorities in Trempealeau County, north of La Crosse, are investigating the release of 3,000 mink from a farm. The sheriff there says there are no suspects, no arrests in the case. It happened at a farm near Independence last week, and new video claims to show the mink as they were being released from their cages, which was sent anonymously to the North American Animal Liberation Group. According to him, the damage estimate to the farm sits at about $500,000. Some of the mink have been recovered alive. Others have been found dead on the road after being hit by vehicles. More local stories straight ahead tonight at 6.
And today's the big finale for our back-to-school supply drive in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. Catherine Merck joins us live from one of the drop-off locations at Hilldale.
Eric and Charlotte, coming up, one group is going above and beyond in terms of their donations. I'll show you what that means. That's after the break.
And more local stories later tonight on News 3 Now at 10. A new bill would make your state park sticker last a little longer. We'll share how new at 10.
Outlets at the Dells in the center of water park heaven with 60 of the world's biggest brands. Get the first day look they want and save up to 70% off on everything for back to school. Plus, get a free Vera Bradley lanyard and Zip ID. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about hot savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 23% off gutters or insulation with any full siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Surgenian's 93-year history means you pay $93 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad in your old carpet removed and recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Ask about 18-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
At Lawton Cates, we're all about comebacks. Whether it's helping you recover after an accident or return to the job following an injury, we fight the odds and the insurance company for our clients every day. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time.
I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Outlets at the Dells in the center of water park heaven with 60 of the world's biggest brands. Get the first day look they want and save up to 70% off on everything for back to school. Plus, get a free Vera Bradley lanyard and Zip ID. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
For the last week and a half, News 3 Now and the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County have teamed up to stuff the bus ahead of the school year.
The Back to School Supply Drive launched last Monday, August 7th, and your generosity is helping local students be successful in the classroom. Catherine Merck joins us now on the final night of the drive at Hilldale Shopping Center for a special check presentation. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Eric and Charlotte. That's right. Today is the last day to be able to help out with our back to school fundraiser. And you can donate in as small ways as pencils and papers and books. But one group is going above and beyond with the Boys and Girls Club. And they're here to explain it to me. You want to introduce yourself to our viewers here?
Yes. Hi. Thank you so much. My name is Laura Ford Harrison. I'm the Chief Development Officer with the Boys and Girls Club. And wrapping up our back to school supply drive with you, Channel 3000, Metcalf Markets, Walgreens, Kindness Bank. We just received a call with my CEO from In Motion Medical Transportation, and they are donating $1,000 to our back to school drive, which is our largest donation for the day today. What a wonderful way to wrap up this campaign.
Absolutely. So wonderful. And you've been here since we kicked it off on the bus or in the early mornings.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what this donation and all the rest of what's in the bus is going to mean for students this school year.
Oh my goodness, it's going to mean so much for our students and families as they prepare to go back to school this year. You know, when you go to work or when you start, a new year, you want to have all the supplies you need to be successful. Papers, pencils, crayons, erasers are all those key resources that we know that help prepare students for success. So through our partnership and through this drive, we've been able to put together over 500 backpacks for youth in this community. And this $1,000 donation is going to help us fill that bus and stuff it for all the youth here in this community.
Absolutely. And this is the last day, but how else can people donate moving here on out? There's online options, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We still have a wish list. We still need supplies. We have a wait list of over 100 people who are already saying, if for some reason you have some extra supplies, please contact us. So, we're not going to stop with that 500. If we've got some additional supplies, we'll be following up with families so that they can have the support that they need to.
Right. It seems like not only the goal is to stuff the bus, but we want to overflow it, keep it going, right?
That's absolutely correct. It's almost $800 a family in back to school supplies. And we know that can be a challenge for some families. So the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County is here and prepared to help students so that they can be successful as they start this new academic year.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. And this is so exciting. We're so glad to be able to be in partnership with you for this. And we have more information online on how you're still going to be able to donate, just like what she was talking about. So make sure to check out our website at channel3000.com for more information on how you can donate. Reporting live from Madison's West Side, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
All right, now, so even though our drive is ending tonight, you know the need for school supplies. It's still there in our community. So we've included a link to the Boys and Girls Club's back to school wish list on Amazon. You can find it through this story on channel3000.com/back to school. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, the community is coming together to help an Army veteran and his family in DeForest.
Today, they received the keys to a brand new home, and even better, there is no mortgage. How this was all made possible, that story still to come. And Gary's back. Another check of your First Warn forecast as we're heading for the weekend. Stay with us.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Your foundation doesn't improve the appearance of under-eye puffiness. Your concealer doesn't make fine lines disappear. Even worse, they can make those imperfections more noticeable. Introducing Tint and Tighten, a new must-have lightweight tinted cream that is sure to find its place in your makeup routine. Tint and Tighten is the only tinted cream that creates a temporary tightening layer on the surface of the skin, which works to instantly reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye puffiness.
It's a very time-consuming thing to put foundation on and do your eyes and your lips, and I'd much rather just have a product that I can put on my face that makes me feel good. The thing I love about Tint and Tighten is the refreshed feeling my skin has. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, my wrinkles are gone, especially around my eyes. My skin feels smooth, I feel youthful.
Compared to Tint and Tighten, there was another product that I was trying, and one of the things that was a problem is leaving residue in the area underneath the eyes where your concealer would go. So I found that was a challenge, but using this particular product, I realized it's not leaving a residue.
Tint and Tighten works to smooth out wrinkles and under-eye puffiness in just 10 minutes, while covering and concealing dark circles, age spots, and uneven skin tone, making you look and feel years younger.
Right around this area, I have fine lines, which a lot of people obviously deal with as they age. And then also in this area, I had very dark circles. They were a little just puffed out a little bit, and that without any makeup is almost eliminated.
What's even better is that these remarkable results last for up to 8 hours without needles or injections. Want to look your best for that upcoming event, date night, or job interview? Maybe you simply want to feel younger and more confident with your appearance. Then add Tint and Tighten to your makeup routine and bring youthfulness back to your life. Try it this summer for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture, etc.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A special surprise on a Friday morning for a veteran in our community. U.S. Army Sergeant Torrey Honda, his wife Marcella, and their children received keys to their new mortgage-free home at a special dedication ceremony this morning. Operation Finally Home, Tim O'Brien Homes and Structural Building Components Association partnered to build this home in DeForest for the Honda family. When he first heard he would be receiving the house, Honda couldn't believe it.
Like, it was a dream. Like, seriously, it was a dream. I was like, is this real? Like, that were my honest first thoughts. And now it's still a dream. It's a dream come true.
Honda served for almost 7 years. He was involved in combat in Afghanistan and Iraq during 4 different periods. He is medically retired due to physical injuries he received in combat, including brain injuries and undergoing a full leg amputation. Make your hoop dreams a reality next month in Oshkosh. The Wisconsin Herd is hosting open tryouts at the Oshkosh YMCA.
So you may know how to shoot, but can you dribble, drive, post up, rebound, Euro step, run the point, set a pick and roll? If we didn't lose you there, maybe you do have what it takes to suit up for Milwaukee's G League team. The Herd hosting tryouts Saturday, September 23rd. Mark those calendars. Those trying out will get to play in front of personnel from both the Milwaukee Bucks and also the Herd, and anyone who catches their eye could earn an invite to the Herd's training camp. However, the tryout is only open to the first 75 people who register, although I'll bet if you were 7'2" and you showed up and you were 78, they'd probably let you in. Now, in order to do the tryout, you will have to pay a $250 fee. For more information, including a link to register, look for this story at channel3000.com. All right, turning to national news. Hurricane Hillary has prompted the National Hurricane Center to issue a tropical storm watch, get this, for Southern California. First time in history. The storm is expected to bring rare and dangerous flooding to the southwestern U.S. The tropical storm watch is in effect for the area from the California-Mexico border all the way north to the L.A. County-Orange County line. And of course, after dealing with many natural disasters in recent memory, Californians are now preparing for landfall early next week. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is back with our forecast. And Gary, this is really unusual.
Yeah, there have only been 4 other tropical storm systems that have brought at least tropical storm force winds to Southern California. This is the first time the National Hurricane Center has ever issued a tropical storm watch for basically the LA basin all the way down to San Diego and then inland as far east as Palm Springs, because the desert area, of course, that land is flat outside of the mountains, and that you could see some strong winds winds there. Also, heavy rain a possibility in a part of the country that normally doesn't see it this time of year. Hillary right now is a Category 4 hurricane, maximum sustained winds 130 miles an hour, gusts to 160 miles per hour. But the waters of the Pacific Ocean are not as warm as they are in the Atlantic basin. So these storms tend to weaken as they push northward. But notice it's very near the Baja California peninsula of Mexico. And as long as it stays over water, but not so far out that it's in the colder water, it maintains strength, and that's exactly what Hillary is expected to do as it heads northeastward pretty rapidly. And the fast movement of the storm could also bring strong winds as well. So the wind will be a factor, but the bigger threat may be the flooding rains that will be moving to parts of Southern California, even into parts of Nevada, maybe even western portions of Arizona as Hillary moves inland. And while Hillary is affecting the Mexican western part of Mexico, take a look at the Atlantic. It's starting to heat up. There are 4 weather systems that are being monitored by the National Hurricane Center for some potential development. So the Atlantic hurricane season could be starting to speed up. And remember what you were doing on this day back in 2005? I sure remember because I was here all night. It was a Stoughton tornado. That day we had a number of tornadoes across southern Wisconsin. The Stoughton tornado was on the ground for almost an hour. Maximum winds in the EF3 range up to 165 miles per hour. On the ground for about 20 miles. 1 person died, 2 were injured, but it was one of 27 tornadoes in August, which is not really a big tornado season across Wisconsin. It was our biggest tornado outbreak in Wisconsin history. The 3 things you need to know here: we're just dealing with hot and mainly dry weather. Temperatures up around 90 for Sunday and then probably Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Humidity levels will also increase, so that could bring heat index readings into the middle to upper 90s, but no rain expected over the next 10 days. In fact, as you take a look at Weather Track, a big dome of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere just spinning around. The air sinks and dries out and warms up. And in fact, much of that area already under excessive heat warnings and heat advisories. We have an air quality advisory now only until 11 o'clock tonight for wildfire smoke. That is expected to dissipate later on tonight. Planning your night across Dane County, 61 for the low in Verona, 61 in Windsor, across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 60 in Camp Douglas, and 65 in Prairie du Chien. Camp Douglas last night was down to 41 for the low. 86 for the high tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. It'll be breezy, warmer, and also more humid. The first warned 7 to 10 day forecast up to 90 on Sunday. A little break from the heat on Monday, and then those temperatures come back up into the upper 80s on Tuesday, lower 90s Wednesday and Thursday. Another break in the heat and humidity at the end of next week into next weekend. But again, no rain over the next 10 days.
Still ahead, 3 weeks from kickoff. Is Jordan Love on pace to thrive week 1? Plus, we preview week 1 of the final drive. That's next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Dust and debris can leave your carpets, upholstery, and more looking dull and dirty. Stanley Steamer certified technicians can remove the buildup and restore your home to a cleaner and healthier space. For a fresh start this season, call or go online to schedule your deep cleaning with Stanley Steamer today.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find bicycle store quality electric e-bikes from Trek, Electra, Felt, Giant, and more. Trek offers the best-selling e-bike in America, Trek Verve Plus, under $2,500. At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find fat e-bikes, mountain e-bikes, road e-bikes, bike path e-bikes, and more. Free services included. The place to shop for your new e-bike is Machinery Row Bicycles, the most beautiful bicycle store in the world.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
Now's the time for cleaner indoor air with an air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. You've known us for carpet cleaning, but we've been cleaning air ducts for over 20 years. We do things the right way, cleaning your entire system. So if you need an air duct cleaning, call 1-800-STEAMER today.
News 3 Now brings you team coverage of the first Republican presidential debate.
We'll have live reports from Milwaukee and full debate analysis.
Campaign 2024 GOP presidential debate coverage. Wednesday on your local election headquarters. News 3 Now.
The year is 2008, and it's been exactly 26 years since the Brewers had made the playoffs. Then comes along this guy. On July 7th, 2008, the Brewers traded for CC Sabathia, and it changed everything. In his 17 starts with the crew that year, he'd go 11-2 with a 1.65 ERA. The guy was just on another level, and it was exactly what the Brewers needed. CC bulldozed his Brewers to the playoffs that year, and now the big man is getting honored at the August 25th Brewers game.
I walked into the clubhouse in Milwaukee. It was like I'd been there my whole career. So, you know, it was very welcoming and warming organization. The city was great. So it was the best summer I had playing baseball in the big leagues. You know, I've had, you know, lifelong friends coming out of that run that I had in the 3 months. So just excited to be back.
We are just about 3 weeks out from the Packers' opening week matchup with the Bears. The elephant in the room, though, how will Jordan Love do, and how prepared is he to take the mantle? He only played a few series in the Pack's preseason opener, but might get a little bit of a longer leash in tomorrow's game against the Patriots. For Love, finding comfort while keeping command of the huddle is key.
I think the thing that I've been really pleased with, and you know, I think you guys have probably seen it too, is just kind of his command, his confidence back there, and some of the things he's doing, and how he's leading our football team.
I think he's done a better job of putting air under the ball, allowing our receivers. We've got some pretty good speed, allowing those guys time to adjust down the field, and we're still a work in progress.
Speaking of football, the final drive returns tonight. Tonight at 10, Zach Hanley and I will bring highlights and scores from the best of Week 1 high school football action in our area. That'll be headlined by our Game of the Week, where DeForest visits Wanakee. And Jerry Kelly was back out on the course today, trying to get his weekend off to a hot start. On 11, the Madison native with a beautiful chip to set up a birdie putt, which he would get to go. Kelly had 3 birdies on the day, and he enters day 2 at 2 under, tied for 13th.
Yeah, big night for high school football. It's looking pretty good out there, Gary.
Yeah, not seeing any issues. Even the wildfire smoke starting to thin out a little bit. There's live view from the WISC-TV Skycam and the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam. Mainly clear skies with just a little bit of haze out there. Current temperatures, well, how's that for comfortable? 74 Madison, 74 in the Dells, 72 in Watertown here in Dane County, 74 degrees right now in Stoughton, 74 in Verona, and 75 in Cross Plains. Air quality advisory has been cut back to 11 p.m. tonight to expire, so hopefully the conditions will improve over the weekend. Look for mainly clear skies this evening. Temperatures dropping off into the upper 60s by the evening.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.